Welcome to Inspired Cooking with Lana. I'm a life coach who loves to cook, so thought I would combine the two and bring you good food and food for thought. So let's get started. So tonight I am craving Greek food. I found some ground lamb at the store and I'm like, what can I do with this? So I am going to make a Napoleon style Greek gyro, and I'm going to start one of my layers for the Napoleon style Greek gyro is going to be baba ganoush. So I will get these eggplants in the oven, and then we'll go on to making our next thing. So we're just going to slice the eggplants in half, and then we're just going to salt and pepper and a little bit of oil. To that, I'm just going to brush this on. Okay, so now I'm just going to turn these over. So I have just a pan here with parchment paper on the pan, and we are going to get these in the oven. So I have the oven set at 350, and we're just going to let that cook until it gets really, you want your eggplant really well done. So to make my gyros, I am going to combine lamb and ground beef. So I have a pound of ground beef and a pound of lamb. And I'm going to give my hands a rinse. Okay, so to this I am going to add a cup of panko. So one cup panko. We are going to add 2 eggs. So meatloaf is one of my favorite comfort foods. So I think this in a meatloaf version with lamb is just going to be delicious. So I've just added 5 cloves of garlic that's pre-minced. This is 1 medium-size onion. I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of salt. So I'm a salt girl, but I think that it needs it. So 3 teaspoons of salt. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of cumin. I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper. I like a little spice to my gyro, so 1 teaspoon of crushed pepper. I'm going to do a teaspoon of paprika. I didn't have smoked paprika, but I would really like, I would have liked to have had smoked paprika on this one. I'm doing 2 teaspoons of oregano and 1 teaspoon of thyme. And then we're also going to add 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Actually, I said teaspoons. It's 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. So we are going to, I'm just going to use my hands. My hands are clean. So we're just going to gently mix all of this together. We don't want to over mix. Oh, and I'm also going to add a 1/2 cup of milk. I was thinking it seemed a little dry. So we're going to mix this up. When I was in high school, I got to participate in a program called Who's Who Among American High School Students, and it was a people-to-people program. So we went to Europe. This is the first time I'd ever been to Europe, and we lived with families in 4 different countries for a week. So I was gone a month, and I actually went to Greece, and we took a ferry over to this island, and I stayed with this family on this island, which for the life of me, I can't remember the name of the island. But anyway, it was an island in Greece. Super fun. And when we get there, you know, I'm in high school, so of course, you know, I'm craving American food and in the American way. And so they offered me if I wanted to have pizza. And I was all excited, going, oh my gosh, yes, I would love to have some pizza. And their pizza was not recognizable in the way of pizza. So it was was an eye-opener for sure, because you know, they encouraged us to always try their food, but and to be polite, so which I did, but I was very disappointed in the Greek pizza that I got that day. Okay, so this is combined. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make little meatloaves. So what I am envisioning for these little meatloaves is that I am going to, I bought these cute little pieces of naan bread. So I'm envisioning layering this naan bread. So I want my little meatloaves to be in about the same size and the same shape as this. So that's going to be my goal in making my little lamb gyro patties. So I will just start by just pressing it together with my hands. So it's almost going to be like a hamburger patty. It's about this size. So I'm going to keep going and make up the rest of these meatloaf patties. So here I have my gyro patties that I am going to put into the oven at 350 for about 25 minutes. So up next, we will pull out the eggplant and make the baba ganoush. My eggplant has come out of the oven, and I just kind of want you to see the wrinkled texture that I was talking about. So can you see how it's pretty pruny looking, and you want it to be super soft. You definitely want to make sure that your eggplant is thoroughly cooked. And from here, I'm going to scoop out the insides and put it into my blender. Okay, so I've scooped out all the inside of the eggplant, and it's now in my blender. And to that, I'm going to add, I'm going to start with a tablespoon. I don't want it to be too much lemon, but I do really like the flavor of lemon. So I'm going to start with a tablespoon, and then after we do a taste test, we'll see if I want to add more. So a tablespoon of lemon. And tonight's meal is definitely, the theme is garlic. So we have 5 cloves of garlic in our lamb gyro meat, and we have 4 cloves of garlic. You know what? I might not do all 4. I think I'll start with 3 cloves of garlic, and we'll just go from there. So 3 cloves of garlic. And then, again, I'm just playing around. This is tahini sauce. So tahini sauce is basically sesame seeds, and it's really good. So we're going to add 3 tablespoons of tahini sauce. And I can always add more. So we'll just see how that goes. And then a generous portion of salt. And we're going to blend this up, and this will be our baba ganoush. So the texture looks good. I really like the texture. So now let's give it a taste and see what we need to add. That is so delicious. I'm glad I went with 3 cloves of garlic instead of 4. I think it's spot on. I might add just a tiny splash of lemon. And just a little bit more salt. And I think that's good. So we have our baba ganoush made, and now we are going to prepare the vegetables that is going to go on our gyro. So I have a mandolin. I really like my mandolin. You know, if you just want consistency in the perfect slice, and also if you just want speed too, it really goes fast. So I'm going to thinly slice a small red onion. So I have my thinly sliced red onion here that I'm just going to put on the plate. And now I'm going to thinly slice these cute little cucumbers. again with my mandolin just to keep it consistent. So we have our cucumbers nicely evenly sliced. And for the tomatoes, I really like organic as much as I can find organic. And I couldn't find organic tomatoes at the store that I was at in the larger size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop these cherry tomatoes up finely, and then we're just going to sprinkle our tomatoes on the top of our Napoleon Gyro. So these will not be slices, these will be small dices. So I'm just going to cut them in quarters of these little cute cherry tomatoes. So I am going to make a plate so that you can see how pretty this looks. So we are going to start with this cute naan bread that I just think looks tasty and fun. And then to that I'm going to add my my beef lamb combo. Actually, before I add that, I'm going to layer the bread with the baba ganoush that I made earlier. And then I really like spicy, so from here I'm going to add some garlic chili sauce. This is garlic chili paste. So I'm going to sprinkle some of that on here. I like it spicy, so that's just going to give it an extra little kick. Then I'm going to put on some thinly sliced onion. This is all on top of the bread. I'm going to add my cucumbers, my thinly sliced cucumbers. It's looking good. All right, now we're going to add our lamb beef combo on top. And from here, I'm going to sprinkle this with the tzatziki sauce. And I just bought the tzatziki sauce to save some time, but you can certainly make your own tzatziki sauce. It's fairly easy, but I did buy that, so I'm going to add that to the top. And then on top of that, I am going to sprinkle some cherry tomatoes. Doesn't that look delicious? So you could add another naan bread to the top of that if you so choose. But I'm going to do mine as an open face Greek gyro. So hope you enjoy. If you like this recipe, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel at inspiredcookingwithlana.com. Thanks for watching.